Welcome back. It's a cloudy Wednesday here on BT Vancouver. We're going to have some fun right now. Have you ever wondered what it's like to be a beekeeper during COVID-19? Wonder no longer, because we're going live right now to Dave Doroghy, and he's an apiarist and also the author of Show Me the Honey. Welcome to BT, sir.
Good morning, Thor. Good to be here.
Dave, tell us first of all, what got you personally into beekeeping?
Well, I live on believe it or not, I live on a floating home out in Ladner. And my sister is a real beekeeper. My girlfriend's a beekeeper. My sister was out there one day, and the float home is surrounded by plush vegetation on the riverbank. There's farms behind me out in Ladner. And she said, "Hey, I'm a beekeeper. Can I drop a hive off?" So I said, "Sure, as long as you do all the work." And then about 3 or 4 months later, she kind of disappeared a bit and said, "Hey, for Christmas, I'm going to give you the hive." So I got into it accidentally. I was bequeathed a hive and just fell into it.
You were hooked, yeah. Is that by any chance near Westham Island, that little bridge that you take to the bird sanctuary?
Yeah, just before that bridge, River Road, yeah.
I know it well. We've got a picture of the floating home, too. Those bees look like they are they're enjoying the sweet life on the Fraser River there. Tell us, what are some things to avoid when it comes to beekeeping? What are some common problems if you want to get into it?
Oh, you want to know? I'll tell you one thing. Stung. Avoid getting stung. That is the biggest thing, my biggest bone of contention. When you do your suit up, I'm wearing my bee suit right now, and I often don't do the zippers up properly. And you put the hooded veil on. Like this, and
they can sneak in.
If you don't do the zippers up, the bees can get inside, crawl over your face, and sting you there. I've been stung 70, 80 times.
Oh,
it is so painful, and your face swells up like a grapefruit.
Now, we know the bees produce honey. Show us one of the frames you've got there, because this is absolutely gorgeous. You've got one of the best backdrops, by the way, of any Skype guest we've ever had here.
This is a frame of six-sided cells where the bees insert the honey.
Yeah.
It's also the chamber where the eggs are laid, and this is what it's all about. This is capped honey. The bees put the honey in there a couple of weeks ago, and if I, with my finger, you can kind of see me smushing it around.
So they cap it with like a little wax cover? Is that what they do?
Yeah, that's exactly what they do. They produce wax, and after they put the honey in there to store it, they cap it with wax. And this is a beautiful frame. We'll extract this soon and pull it out, filter it. I think you might have a picture of that.
That's wild. Yeah, let's see some of these. So it pours out like liquid gold. Oh, look at that. And you have to sort of, you've got the colander there, so you have to filter some stuff out?
There is small particles of wax. There could be debris, twigs. There might even be some bee parts from bees that are deceased.
Sure.
So there's all sorts of things in there you wouldn't want. So we actually filter it 2 or 3 times before bottling it to give to friends.
And you've got some cheeky little jars there with a nice label you made as well that we've got to show you.
That's part of the fun of beekeeping, is you get to draw goofy labels and give it away to friends, like I said.
Yeah, very cool. How does someone get started if they're interested in beekeeping in general?
You know, Thor, there are so many different clubs that you can join. In Vancouver, there's the Richmond Beekeeping Club, where you could attend a meeting and just get a feel for it if you like it or not. There's courses that are available. So I would just recommend that people go online, do a bit of research, and then join a club or take a course or just buy a book and read about it. It's a great hobby.
And bees are absolutely essential to the world's ecosystem. Why are they so special and important to you?
Well, today, May the 20th, is World Bee Day, according to the United Nations, and bees are a linchpin to our whole ecosystem. You know, of the 100 crops that most of our food comes from, 90% of our food comes from 100 different crops. Bees pollinate about 71 of those. So if the bees were to become extinct, Einstein once said, once the bees become extinct, mankind will follow 3 or 4 years later. We need the bees. They're an important part of the whole scheme of things. So we need to keep them healthy and vibrant and thriving.
Outstanding. Beautifully said, Dave. Thanks a lot. The book, once again, Show Me the Honey. Dave Doroghy, we thank you so much for your time this morning.
Thank you, Thor.
All right, you take care. That's Dave Doroghy. You can get that book right now. He's a local apiarist, which is also a fancy word for beekeeper. More BT to come after this.